All vessels should keep an updated list of nautical publication as per regulation set by IMO after a new edition published. It should be entered along with edition on board to keep a check until it is received. The nautical publication will include sailing direction, list lights, the tide tables, list of radio, signals, nautical almanac, chart catalog, mariner's handbook, and other necessary for the safe navigation of the ship. The correct sailing direction. The correction index on the inside of the front cover is used for record weekly corrections from notice to mariners, and also the affected page in the sailing direction. The corrections are filled in dedicated file in individual section for each sailing direction. When using the sailing direction, reference should be first made to this index, and then if any corrections are applicable to the concerned page, same can be consulted in the file. Sometime after an article has been published, it may be necessary to make a change to the version of record. This will be done after careful consideration by the editor, who is also supported by Taylor and Francis staff to ensure any necessary change are made in accordance with guidance from the Committee on Publication Ethics. Any necessary change will be accomplished with a post-publication notice, which will be permanently linked to the original article so that readers will be fully informed of any necessary change. This can be in the form of correction notice and expression of concern, a restriction, and in rare circumstances removal. The purpose of the mechanism of making change with are permanent and transparent is to ensure the integrity of the scholarly record. A correction notice will be issued when it necessary to correct an error or omission which can impact the interpretation of the article, but where the scholarly integrity of the article remains intact. Example include mislabelling of a figure, missing key information on funding or competing interest of the authors. A correction notice will be issued when it is necessary to correct an error or omission which can impact the interpretation of the article, but where the scholarly integrity of the article remains intact. Example include mislabelling of a figure, missing key information on funding or competing interest of the authors. Taylor and Francis distinguishes between major and minor errors. For correction notice, major errors or omissions are considered to be any change which impacts the interpretation of the article, but where the scholarly integrity of the article remains intact.